What is up, everybody? Today we will be looking at the 5 fastest production quarter mile cars in the world. Going through this list from 5th fastest to fastest, most of these cars, as you'd expect, are supercars. But if you don't already know what will be in first place, you may be surprised, so stay tuned. Grab some popcorn and a drink as we go through the 5 fastest production quarter milers in the world. At number 5, we have the Ferrari LaFerrari. The LaFerrari has a 6.3 litre V12 engine baking up 950 horsepower. The LaFerrari is actually inspired by the Ferrari FXX, which was built as a high-performance track-only prototype. The FXX started production in 2005. Onto the production performance of the LaFerrari. This sleek 2-seater mid-engine mounted $1 million car does the quarter mile in 9.8 seconds. It reaches a quarter mile top speed of 149 miles per hour or 240 kilometers an hour. Pretty damn quick. In the 4th spot, we have the Porsche 918 Spyder. An honourable part of this car I have to point out is the fact that its engine is a third smaller than the LaFerrari's engine, but the interesting part is it's a 4.6 litre V8 and does only 63 horsepower less than a 6.3 litre V12. That's something to think about. So the Porsche 918 Spyder smokes the quarter mile in 9.8 seconds, the same as the Ferrari, and does a max quarter mile speed of 145 miles an hour or 233 kilometers an hour. The Porsche has a smaller engine than the LaFerrari and weighs 400 to 500 kilograms more, but is still capable of doing the same times as the LaFerrari on the quarter mile strip. That's pretty phenomenal. Sitting in 3rd place is the one and only 2014 McLaren P1. If for some reason you haven't heard of the McLaren P1, here's a little history for you. The McLaren P1 was debuted at the Paris Motor Show in 2012 before its first sales in October 2013. A little over 2 years later, the P1's production ended in December of 2015. The P1's overall look was inspired by the McLaren F1 from the 1990s. But onto the performance of this car at the strip. The McLaren P1 has a 3.8 litre V8, even smaller than the Porsche engine, but produces more horsepower at 903. Impressive. It runs the quarter mile in 9.8 seconds and does a max quarter mile speed of 148.9 miles per hour or 239.6 kilometers an hour. Grabbing the number 2 spot is the 2011 Bugatti Veyron Supersport. The Veyron Supersport is an icon, being known as the fastest car in the world in its day. But now Bugatti has made an even faster car, as you'd expect, the Chiron Supersport. The Bugatti Veyron SS has an 8 litre turbocharged W16 engine, basically an enormous engine, and produces 1,200 horsepower. It does the quarter mile in 9.7 seconds and does a max quarter mile speed of 145 miles per hour or 233 kilometers an hour. A tenth of a second quicker compared to the last 3 cars makes all the difference on the strip. Finally, for the anticipated and long-awaited number 1 spot. Of course, it's the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. This car was engineered purely to rip up the quarter mile, and it definitely drives to expectations. The Demon packs a punch with its 6.2 litre supercharged V8, which produces a fat 840 horsepower. Let's throw the engine aside for a second and play a little game called Spot the Intakes. Yep, there it is. It's in the headlight. One of the slickest intake designs I've seen. The Dodge Demon does the quarter mile in 9.65 seconds and reaches a max quarter mile speed of 140 miles per hour or 225 kilometers an hour. Crazy. Imagine what a modified Demon would be capable of. If for some random reason this guy offers you a choice to keep one of these 5 cars, which one would you take home? Comment below. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to know more about the fastest car in the world, click on the top video. If you'd like to learn more about the Hellcat's brother, the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, click on the bottom video. And don't forget to leave a like so more people like you can learn a bit about these fantastic cars. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.